Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be repotting my Hoya Villosa into a larger pot with Leca still. I did receive this as a unrooted cutting from a friend on Instagram. I will tag her Instagram in the comments below. She sells plants from time to time in her stories. She's got an amazing collection and she's just an all-around amazing person. So I do put my Leca pots in these orchid my Leca plants rather in these orchid pots. I do like to be able to see the roots. I like the extra airflow that it gives the roots, and they've just worked out really well for me, setting them in these little saucers for a little reservoir, and it hasn't failed me yet, so I'm sticking with what is good. And we're going to go ahead and see how rooted this is. The roots were already coming out of the net pot and the roots look great. They're nice, thick, plump, juicy Leca roots. This has only been rooting in my Millsbo cabinet for about 2 weeks, maybe. I'll have to double check that and I'll put that in the description below. But it hasn't been very long, and obviously it's doing really great. It grew roots really fast. So it's time to give it a little bit of a bigger home. Let its roots expand into that. This will be its permanent home in this pot. It will stay here for the foreseeable future. And I don't really mind when the roots grow into the water. They are water roots. They'll be just fine. I don't have an issue with my roots rotting once they hit the water reservoir like others do. I do use distilled water only for my Leca plants. Actually, all my plants get distilled water. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. I don't test the pH. I don't do anything fancy. I just fill up the water reservoir, and then every 2-ish weeks or so, I water them with fertilizer. I am using Dyna-Gro foliage right now because that's what I have. I probably will switch it up to liquid dirt, not because there's anything wrong with the Dyna-Gro. It works great, just to try something new and to expand my horizons. And you never know if you might find something better than what you're using. Who knows how the plants will respond to it, but I hear a lot of great things. Also, Plant Me Ashley has a discount code for liquid fertilizer. I will put that in the description box below if you want to use her affiliate link. No pressure. It's not mandatory, obviously, but I will be using it because I like to support other YouTubers, and I will put that information in there if you want to give liquid dirt a try. But this is it in its nice little pot. It's ready to go. It's sitting the way I like it. The vine did yellow a little bit in shipping. I'm not 100% sure how that's going to shake out, but as of right now, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it and see what happens. It's just a tiny bit of the vine, and that's good. That's good news. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up the water reservoir here with some distilled water, and we're going to go ahead and place it back into my Millsbo cabinet where it was already thriving, and give it some good heat from the heating pad and some lovely humidity so that those roots will continue to grow, fill up this pot, and eventually we can get some growth out of this. This is my second Villosa. I do have another one that's in a mixture of Leca and cocoa bark. It did come in that mixture and it's thriving. No growth yet, but it's still doing really well. And maybe I'll do a video about my 2 Villosas once this one starts growing so that I can have a little bit more information for you on the different growth and things like that. But this plant is good to go. It looks beautiful. I cannot wait till it starts growing and gives me all that beautiful leaf foliage that it's got. Oh, it's beautiful. So I'm just going to position this back in here so that it's on the grow mat, or the heat mat. That does help with root growth in my environment. And just maybe I'll give you a quick little sneak peek of my Millsbo cabinet here. You can see I have tons of Hoyas in here. I'm not going to do a very in-depth view. I'm not going to talk about each plant. Maybe I'll do a video about that sometime if you're interested. If you would like to hear a great video about everything I have in my cabinet, how it's doing in my cabinet, why it's in my cabinet, what kind of care it gets in my cabinet, all that good planty information, drop me a comment down below and I'd be happy to make a video about that. Talking about my plants is one of my favorite things to do, obviously, which is why I have a YouTube. But I have lots of really great Hoyas in here, and I do have another Millsbo cabinet on the way to my house. It won't be here for about a month. Unfortunately, I don't live near an IKEA. It takes a long time to get to me, but if you're interested in watching a setup video, hearing everything that I do to make my cabinet do what it does, I'm happy to make that video. And look at that peduncle with some buds on there. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, so let me know if you want to hear about my Millsbow cabinet that's coming in about a month. I'll make a video on that. And I'll give you breakdown of price, what I purchased, what I used, everything. And yeah, I'm happy to do that. But yep, this is it. There's the Villosa on the bottom shelf right under a grow light, living its best life on the heating mat. It will continue to grow roots until that pot is full. And I really want to thank you for joining and being a part of my channel. I love having you guys here. I love interacting with you. I love showing you all the growth. I love all the planty content. If there's anything in particular that you want to see from me, let me know. I'm happy. I'm always looking for suggestions on videos. I did make that trellis my Rotunda Flora is on, so if you're interested in that, definitely let me know. I'd be happy to do that. Thank you. Have a great day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.